Hello, this is Chaplain Nogueras from the Rhode Island National Guard with another message for the troops out there today. Hopefully you're doing well. I would like to talk to you about the problem-solving model that we all learned through Strong Bonds and that we have taught at our weekend retreats. Many people believe that a problem is not normal, but let me just tell you something. Everyone has problems. All couples have problems. All relationships come into a moment in time in which they don't agree or they're not doing as well as they should be. So let me just talk a little bit about this problem-solving model that we have taught throughout the days at Strong Bonds. And let me just set it up for you in a way that you can understand it. It has 4 parts. Number 1, agenda setting. Number 2, brainstorming. Number 3, setting an agreement and a compromise. And number 4, follow-up. So let's start by agenda setting. When you're trying to resolve a problem, what we like you to do is not to include all of the other things that you have in your life that is causing you difficulties. Let's concentrate on one problem at a time. So let's pick the problem that we're going to talk about and let's look at how we can resolve it, one issue at a time. So you're going to use I statements or me statements as we have taught you. Don't accuse, don't signal, don't put your finger. That's very difficult to start off a conversation when you're accusing the other person of something. So just talk about what makes you feel uncomfortable, what is making you feel perhaps a little bit out of sorts, and let's set up an agenda that will determine that problem. So let's look at the problem by itself, not how you and I or you or your spouse or you or your co-worker have to do with the problem, but what is the problem? Second, let us brainstorm. So what's brainstorming? What we want to do is throw out as many solutions to the problem as you can. Write them down, put them on paper. Just try to, think outside of the box, think inside of the box, think of everything that might resolve the issues that you're facing and write it down. Second, look at all of those situations or all of those solutions that you have put on paper and say, this one might work, this one will not work, this one might be too difficult. And start eliminating the ones that are just too far-fetched or too difficult to do. Put them aside and start concentrating on which are the best ones. Continue doing that until you get to the one that you both think is the best solution for the problem that you're facing. Whether it be in a marital relationships, co-workers, any relation, friendly relationship, you can use this across the board. Just look at the one that is going to be the one that you both agree on or that the group agrees on that will resolve the issue. Okay? So at that moment, you're going to agree. This is what we're going to do to resolve this problem, issue, difficulty. Once you've agreed, put a date to revisit what you have just agreed to. Many problems that find a solution are not the best one. The solutions, sometimes we agree on a solution and then we come to find out, hey, that this is too difficult for me or this is too difficult for you. So what I want you to think about is when you find a solution, I want you to think, is it good for you? Is it good for your spouse? Is it good for both of you? Because once you agree on it and once you agree on a date, a time, say 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, depending on the problem, then you have to stick with it. So ask that question and be clear about it. Is it good for me? Is it good for you? Is it good for both of us? Is it good for the family? And if the answer is yes, then what I want you to do is put that date, say, okay, this is what we're going to do. And in 3 months' time, we are going to revisit to see how it's going. And then follow up. So when you put a time frame, do not forget. When that date comes up, what I want you to do is be, adamant about it. And you're going to sit down again and you're going to revisit. You're going to discuss how that solution is either working, not working, or it could be tweaked a little bit to be better. So think about the solution that you put in place. How is it effective or not? Do you need to change anything, or do you need to scrap it altogether? Do you need to say, you know what, this is not the right solution for the problem? And what I want you to do, if you come to that, is start over. So remember the 4 steps. You're going to set the agenda, you're going to brainstorm, you're going to agree and compromise, and then you're going to follow up. So if it didn't work, start from scratch, try it again, and continue to do so until you have found the correct solution for your problem. Remember, we all want to live in peace, we all want to be good with each other, and we all want to help each other to be better. Have a great day.